Hi, and welcome to another SrsPass video. In this video, we're going to take it a little slower and we're going to go through the full setup on SrsPass. Let's get started by going to SrsPass.com. So, once we're at SrsPass, we are going to be presented with the welcome screen. You'll only get this screen if it's your first time using SrsPass. So in this case, welcome to SrsPass. Read this screen to get a brief description of what SrsPass is, and if you want even more info on what we do, go to SrsSec.com. I'll provide a link in the description below. It says here, SrsPass is a stateless cryptographic password manager, generating deterministic passwords backed by 128 bits of security. In simpler terms, just remember one password, and SrsPass will generate many other secure passwords for all of your accounts. So once you've read everything here, just click Next. We're going to select the startup that we want to do. In this case, we're going to do full setup. I've made a quick setup video, and I'll make an existing user setup in the future. So click Full Setup and click Start. So on this screen, we're going to get 12 words, which are going to be our backup phrase. As it says here, this is your 12-word backup phrase. It's as important as your password. You won't ever see these words again, which is why it's important that you actually write them down for future use. For example, if you lose all of your data on your phone and you want to generate your passwords again using SrsPass, you're going to need to reset up as an existing user, use your words, use the same unlock password, which we'll get to soon, to generate the exact same passwords. Without these backup phrases, you're going to generate completely different passwords. So choose a phrase that you like and then write it down. So in this case, I'll just be using it on a notepad, but of course you want to write it down and have it somewhere you'll remember. So let's click Next. And now we're on the verifying portion of this. So on this page, SrsPass is making sure that we actually wrote those words down correctly. It says enter word number 7, then hit verify. For you, it might be different. In this case, it's 7 for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, humble, and verify. And now it's asking for word number 2. It's going to go through every single word to make sure that you've written it down correctly. There's a skip option, but it's pretty recommended that you actually write it down here and go through them. Then you know that you wrote it down correctly. But you can also write skip, and it'll skip that portion for you if you're really confident in your writing skills. So click Next. And here we're creating our unlock password. This is the one and only password that we have to remember for SrsPass. So it can be anything you want. Your password for SrsPass can literally be password, and you'll still generate highly secure passwords, even way more secure than you would ever come up with on your own. So in this example, I'll simply make my password password. Click Show Password to make sure you've written it correctly, and click Confirm. We wait for it to encrypt, and we click Next. And that's it. You've successfully finished full setup to get started with SrsPass. Now you can go ahead and create seriously secure passwords for various accounts using your unlock password, one password that we need to remember. So as it says here, if you would like to generate these passwords on another device, simply run through this setup using the same backup phrase, the 12 words, and the same unlock password, and select existing user. Click Finish Setup. And we're ready to start generating passwords. So first, to log in to our SrsPass account, we write our unlock password. In my case, I just made it password. Unlock. And as you see here, there's just a reminder to make a copy of your backup phrase. Because as of right now, you're never going to see it again on your computer or your phone. So we see here that we have 2 fields. We have login and we have website address. Login is for your username or your email address, and website address is for the website that you're trying to make a password for. Both of these fields are optional. You can fill in one without filling in the other. For the most security, it's recommended that you just do both. But for simplicity, if you just want to write the address or your login, well, more specifically, probably the website address that you're at, you can just do that. For example, protonmail.com will generate a password, and that's going to be our password for that website. Or if we just want our password for our GitHub account, github.com, generate password. But like I mentioned, it's better to use both fields. So let's generate my ProtonMail password. So here I'll enter my login, which would be my ProtonMail account. And then we'll put the address. When I'm entering the address field on SrsPass, I don't put the whole entire address. I don't add the HTTPS portion of it. I'll just put the straight up address as it is without any slashes. Another tip for SrsPass is when you're entering it in these fields, be consistent. If you're using capital letter for your first letter, always do that. With everything you generate, always do that. In my case, I'm always only using lowercase letters. I'm not going to add anything else. So we'll click Generate Password, and there's our password. So we would use that to log in to our ProtonMail account. Now, so let's say you have 2 accounts with ProtonMail, and you want to generate a password for your other one. You'll simply change the login, and it's going to generate a completely different password as you see here. Just like that. And that's how SrsPass is going to generate many different passwords for all of your accounts. None of them will be the same. And this is how it'll help you remember your passwords by only remembering one. One other little fun tip is if you're using SrsPass on your phone and the app that you're using doesn't specifically have an address, what I do is I'll just skip the login and I'll just add the app name, for example. Then I'll just generate it knowing that's what I used. And like I said, be consistent with everything. So that's really all there is to using SrsPass. All you do is set up and start generating your passwords. In a later video, I'll go through the advanced options and how to use them, as we see here. Or you can mess around on your own. So that's it for now, and as I mentioned in the beginning, you can go to SrsSec.com to see more about SrsPass. It's an open source password generator. We have nothing to hide with SrsPass, and one other fun fact is you can use it completely offline for the ones who are extra secure. That's it for now, and I hope to see you on SrsPass. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments. I will answer. Bye for now, and stay secure.